I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects. I have to say, I'm impressed. You've adjusted to this whole endeavor better than I would have expected. Not that that's any sort of assumption about you, of course. There's just, well, this is a lot to take in. We probably should have spoken before now, but I didn't want to get in the way. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us. Oh gosh, no, I mean, that's flattering. Until you arrived, we only had the two. And the Vegas, there's still so much we don't know. Of course, there's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on. And everything we learn, we have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet. Oh right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose what you perceive as lights and music could be overloaded neural input. He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. There might be a reasonable explanation. I wasn't there. I didn't see what you saw. That's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. We're all in this together now, right? Planning on sticking around then? I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter is quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here. So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full. Okay, this will be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
Listen, I have a lot on my plate right now. You don't look like a new hire stumbling through the first day. Who's after you? Really? Oh, this is perfect. Here's me, really. I have a business proposition for you that could, So you see right through me. You got a good eye. You are just the person I'm looking for. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world credit analysis, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, that's a tough field. What I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge. Yes, so we got a Galaxy-class con man, took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam, and Dieter Maliki jumps system. Now, he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead, we don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen. I'll send over all the details. You find Dieter and bring his account current.
I might be caught up in the moment, but Landry makes this assignment sound all right.
I hate to end on this note, but not everyone's a straight arrow. If you got a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no way of knowing. But don't expect any more jobs from me. Best of luck. I believe in you.
Galbank, can you smell the rampant capitalism?
Thanks for the note. I wish I could go with you.
You can't go in. You just can't.
But David's my friend. Do you have a story for me or not?
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is the one who signs all those cards.
Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate it. He's liable to burst.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with something.
Sorry, long day. Longer night. Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess, I bet you have a story or two. Tommy did some. So you must be the captain of the Frontier? I'm interested only in primary sources. So, what do you got? Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of me. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
I never did get the full story on this. I wish I had some popcorn.
Rare minerals, you say? That would be worth the price of admission. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group? Huh. I didn't realize Argo's extractors high. So we've covered the basics. How'd a bunch of miners triumph? How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners. I like it. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report. My source is back. You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true? I'd say I'm surprised, but this is my total lack of surprise face. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang? Oh, that's a nice change of pace. The Rangers got one right for once. These things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt? That's really good news. You were there. You were involved. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit... Huh, that's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview, and take this.
Welcome to SSNN. SSNN is supposed to be impartial. But I think UC's got a finger on the scale there. Or a whole hand. Congratulations. It's always nice to come home.
Curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. That you know something that no one else does.
You will be scanned as you enter the city, please. Okay.
Not used to people coming up to me. This suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it? Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier. I guess maybe I am. Hell, I've been everything else in life. Why not add that to the list? I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all. Oh, you're on to me. Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Hope life is treating you well. Let me know if I can get you anything. Hey there. Always nice to see a new face.